G'day, podcaster. Liam here. Fun episode. You're going to hear from some naughty grandparents going wild. A woman who was very excited to be seeing Andre Rieu this weekend. And we found out what happened to you on your L's.
Live across Australia. This is Ben, Liam and Belle's
Late Drive on Nova.
Second chance, second chance, second chance.
Second chance talkback.
Second chance.
On your radio.
Second chance.
Now is your chance. 13 24 10. Give us a buzz if there's anything you missed throughout the week. Maybe you lived in a murder house at some point. We did that one on Monday. Pretty good one. Maybe you could call us 13 24 10 and tell us about your wild work party. Or maybe, what did your dad let you do that he probably shouldn't have?
Yep, prizes up for grabs. One of my personal favourites was Tell Us a Story We Won't Believe. And Crystal in Barizzi joins us now. You've got one of those.
So I had a dream a few weeks ago that I won Division 1 Lotto. When I woke up from that dream, I bought a lotto ticket, a syndicate one. And the very next night, I won Division 1 Lotto. Shared it with 10 other people.
I mean,
Yeah.
10, but how much are we talking here? What was your takeaway?
I ended up with 95,000.
Wow, congratulations, Crystal. That's amazing. Moving on to Shane in Adelaide. Good evening. Now, you're calling for How Were You a Hero? What happened?
I managed to rugby tackle a handbag thief.
Oh, right. Okay. Was it, someone stole a bag off an old woman or something like that? What happened?
The bag was a Mimco bag, and the lady grabbed the bag so hard to stop the guy, and then I've come down and dropped him.
Yeah.
He's wet himself on the floor and everything else, waited till the cops got there, and
Hang on. You say you made him pee himself?
that's it, mate. Yeah, put that on the bucket list,
Thanks for that. All right, Tom in Sydney. Good evening. Now, you're calling for one thing you've tried in the bedroom that you'll never do again. What is it?
So the girlfriend went into hospital and I visited her and pretty hot and steamy, and then she decided to give me a BJ. It was absolutely unbelievable, and then obviously the nurse had to come in to change her catheter, and I was very quick to put the weapon away.
The weapon.
Hang on. So she...
She had a catheter in.
Yeah, right. I was going to say, if you had it in, that would have been a hard job.
Yeah, exactly.
Good on you, Tommy!
He loves it. All right, we're doing Second Chance Talkback on Nova. Jen in Sydney, you saw too much of your mum.
I saw too much of my husband's grandmother.
Oh, no. The grandmother-in-law.
Yes, she's 83 in America, and she has a new boyfriend.
Aww.
And she sent some booby pictures to our family group chat.
Instead of to him. Aww.
And then she tried desperately to delete them and couldn't figure out how to.
If we can get to 83 and still be taking tit pics, I'd be so happy with myself.
Yeah, I'm surprised they fit in the frame at 83. That's pretty impressive. You know, sometimes you can do that panoramic view. I would have assumed you'd need to do that. 13 24 10. Grandparents gone wild. Some oldies getting a little crazy. Just had a call from Jen, who saw way too much of a senior citizen.
I saw too much of my husband's grandmother. She's 83 and she sent some booby pictures to our family group chat.
It's a thing, isn't it? Like you hear, I don't know if you've had grandparents in nursing homes and stuff, but there is rowdy ones. My mum used to work in one. And she said, yeah, there was this guy who he was keeping busy.
Oh, yeah, but age is just a number, If you're still feeling it, go for it.
You say that, but I don't want to see it.
Well, inside every old person is a young person.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Mel joins us now in Melbourne. Grandparents gone wild. What happened?
Hey guys, my granddad, after a few years, decided he got into a new relationship. So I got a new girlfriend, was a little bit younger, not too much younger, not weirdly younger, but got a new girlfriend, and which was a bit of a shock to us. But what was more shocking is we found out that he got an STD.
Wow, so she may have had a few partners recently. Good on her. Wow.
Grandpa got an STD.
Melanie, for being our first caller tonight, we are going to give you a 12-month binge subscription.
Oh, thank you so much, guys.
No worries at all. Thank you for getting involved. Get more of the good stuff with Belong Mobile, like a big day off to do whatever you want. Visit the Nova Win page to enter.
Live in Sydney. Tell us your story.
So I actually work in childcare, and we had a child with additional needs who used an iPad day to day. And one day we looked over her shoulder as she's scrolling through her photos on her iPad, and her grandma had accidentally linked their iClouds together. And we got all the photos that she had been sexting her much younger partner, and we saw everything.
Whoa!
Oh, no. Oh, no,
Did you
Grandma.
Did you have to tell the parents?
Yeah, we had to call the parents and be like, hey, there's inappropriate photos on your child's iPad. And the grandma she was a younger grandma, but she still came in every day to pick up her grandchild, owning the joint.
Oh.
She's strutting her stuff. Clinton in Brizzy, we're talking grandparents gone wild. What happened?
Hey, guys. About 10 years ago, my grandparents live on a cattle property in northern New South Wales, and they were picking, they normally pick their own food and veggie and stuff like that, and this one time my grandma picked the magic mushrooms accidentally.
Oh, yeah.
And
Yeah, right.
so they had a bit of a special trip that night, and they ended up in hospital for the night to sleep it off.
Oh, but they weren't poisonous then, because that's very dangerous. But
At least they managed to find the phone to call the ambulance, I guess.
Yeah, and they got the disco ones. There is mushies that can kill you, so they just would have flown on the magic carpet to the hospital, I suppose.
Thanks, Clinton. Heather in Brizzy, tell us about your grandparents gone wild.
Yeah, when I was about 15, my grandpa passed away. I'm at the viewing, standing next to my grandma at the casket, and that's when she reached under her shirt and removed nipple rings and then put them in the casket with my grandpa. And that's how I found out my grandma had her nipples pierced because my grandpa liked them.
Oh, dude.
Oh, there is nothing sweeter than your deceased partner getting your nipple rings in his coffin.
And so she took them out and then put them in the coffin so that he would be at peace with them.
Yeah, she had no reason to keep him. She wanted him to take him with him.
That is true love. That is true love.
Wow.
Heather, outstanding call. We appreciate that. Kate in Melbourne, tell us about him.
Oh, so when my partner and I got engaged, we did a family Facebook Messenger FaceTime to tell everybody, and my grandma didn't realise it was to everybody as well, and it was video, and she jumped out of the shower, starts naked in front of all of us, and her response when we were like, oh, my God, she was like, oh, for God's sake, and then she just hung up.
So you showed Grandma the ring, and she also showed you the ring.
Thanks, Kate. 13 24 10 is our number. Sasha in Melbourne, tell us about him.
Hi. Yeah, so my grandma may or may not be growing opium poppies.
Right. And, is she making, heroin out of them?
No.
Yeah, no.
No. It was an accident. They're just really pretty. She didn't realise.
Yeah. Well, I suppose, that's how it all started, right?
Yes.
How does that even happen? How do you accidentally grow them? Aren't they?
Well, are they
No,
illegal? I don't
it's
know.
a type. It's just a type, but it's a whole process.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you can grow them, but then you have to obviously process them.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
It's like any plant.
Yeah.
Belle Jackson would know all about that. Jamie
no.
in Melbourne joins us now. Tell us about your grandparents gone wild.
So my grandfather, he lives in a house overlooking quite a very popular beach on the peninsula, and no matter what time of year, no matter what time of day, after having a shower, he would go out onto his balcony where everyone could see him and air off with nothing on in the complete nude.
Dirty grandpa.
Yeah, just a bit of sea breeze on the net.
I think that's a bit of a crime.
Well, it's his own house, though.
It's a grey area because he's on private property, but he is in public
exposing.
view.
You're right. It is a grey area. It was darker at some stage, but over the years. Jeff in Brizzy. This is your granddad. He's gone wild.
Yeah, I'm actually one half of that grandparent that has gone wild.
Oh, sorry, hang on. You are a granddad.
Yes, myself and my partner felt a bit old after our grandson was born just over 2.5 years ago. So when he was about nearly 4 months old, we joined a swingers club.
Whoa! Jeff, how long have you and your partner been together?
This year, 30 years.
Oh, and how have you found it?
I don't know how to describe that on radio.
Are you happy?
Yes, we're happy.
Cough twice.
It's broadened our horizons.
Yeah, right. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
So do you chuck the keys for the mobility scooter in the bowl, or?
Hey, I'm only 55 and my wife's 50. We're not that old yet.
Jeff, thank you very much for sharing. We do appreciate it. 13 24 10. Just chatting about your grandparents who have gone wild.
Yeah, been loving these calls. Madison in Sydney, you've got one.
I've got one. My grandparents went on a cruise ship in Ibiza about 10 years ago, and it was due to leave port at midnight. And my grandfather worked out that the cruise ship can't leave without the captain, the doctor, or the head chef. He found the head chef in a bar, got him so drunk and kidnapped him and locked him in a nightclub bathroom so they didn't have to leave port till the next morning. Because leaving port was not good enough at midnight, was not good enough for my grandfather.
Yes, because he wanted to stay longer, so he got him locked up so they couldn't leave.
Yeah, he locked the chef in the bathroom of the nightclub and they didn't get him out till about 4 a.m.
Terrifying.
Also, it's a
Not
bit
nice.
insulting
Not
to the
nice.
captain of the ship that he's on the same level as head chef.
Yes.
We
I
cannot
know.
leave without the captain or the head chef.
Yeah. Well, there's sous chefs. There's other people who can cut carrots, and I'm sure they could heat some chicken up or something if the passengers are hungry.
Madison, great story. We are going to give you, how does 12 months of Spotify sound?
Oh, beautiful. Thank you.
That is all yours, and that's all thanks to Belong Mobile. Get more of the good stuff with Belong Mobile.
'Cause Friday night's the night we like. What you doing this weekend?
Jody in Adelaide, what's going on this weekend?
I'm coming down to Melbourne to visit my dad for Father's Day.
Oh, how's your dad doing?
I had a hip operation in March, so I want to see him.
Hip, hip, hooray. All right, let's move to Abby in Sydney. What's going on this weekend?
Just going to be spoiling my dad and husband's Father's Day.
Yeah. Nice. What? You got some Toblerone there in the cupboard?
I definitely do, and some Maltesers.
I always find it funny how Liam says Toblerone. He says Toblerone.
Toblerone.
What? How do you, Abby, how do you say it?
Toblerone.
See? There
You
go.
don't say Toblerone.
Yeah, brother, that's 2v2. Well, let's move to Jess in Melbourne. How do you say the famous triangle Swiss chocolate?
Toblerone.
Well, that's 3 against 2. And you guys lose.
That is ridiculous. Even though we are outnumbered right now, it is Toblerone.
That must hurt. What's happening this weekend, Jess?
It's a bit of a quiet one because next week is my 30th, so next weekend is more of a big one, but this weekend's going to be a bit of a quiet Father's Day, I guess.
Just a quiet one, just munching on some Toblerone and, keeping it chill.
What you doing this weekend?
Okay, Jazz in Perth, what's on this weekend?
Hello, me and my boyfriend are going tomorrow to Event Cinemas to see Andre Rieu, the concert, the movie. It's the concert, but it's a movie, Andre Rieu 2024. Much to his disgust because he doesn't like him, but I said, let's just go and see him. It's pretty good.
I gotta say, Jazz, that doesn't sound like a good time.
And then Sunday, my dad's one of Perth's best Elvis impersonators, so we're going to have a big family feast here for Father's Day. Lots of fish and lots of food that my mum's prepared.
Is your dad going to be being spoiled
Singing?
as Elvis?
Yes, he's going to start singing here with the microphone.
Wow.
And so I bought him an Elvis collections pack from JB Hi-Fi.
Jazz, I gotta say, you're my favourite caller of the week. I love your vibe. You're going to Andre Rieu at Event Cinemas and you've gone to JB Hi-Fi. You got your dad some Elvis gear for Father's Day.
Have a great weekend, Jazz.
What you doing this weekend?
13 24 10. What happened on your L's? If you have got a story about being on your learner's plates and something went wrong, we want you to give us a buzz, 13 24 10, because across Australia there's been a rise in L-plater hate. People are hating on L-platers more than ever. And I get it. You're behind a slow one. They're going 50 in a 60 zone.
Yeah.
And you just drive like everybody else.
Yeah. This is the real world now, mate. What do you think is going to happen when those L plates are off, huh? Get up to speed.
13 24 10. What happened on your L's?
What happened on your L's, happened on your L's, happened on your L's.
Did you crash your car or did another driver yell?
Give us a call, what happened to you on your L's?
What happened on your L's?
I think that's an appropriate time for an intro. Sarah and Adelaide, you like that one?
Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah, not bad, eh? All American rejects. Don't think of them anymore, do you? Yeah.
It sounded better when we recorded.
Yeah, it did.
Sarah, please tell us what happened on your L's.
Yeah, so it was actually when I was doing my driving test to go from my L's to my P's, apart from going right every time I was told to go left, in the test, if you hit a curb, you lose a point, but if you mount the curb, it's an instant fail.
That's fair.
And so I got to the end of the test and the instructor was like, all right, Sarah, finish the test, you can pull over now. And so I go to pull over and I completely mounted the curb. And I looked at him and I was like, well, good thing you said we finished the test 3 seconds ago and he still passed me.
Nice.
Nice one.
Hey, Sarah, we're going to give you a prize. Why don't we give you 12 months of Netflix?
Oh, that's amazing. Thank you so much.
No worries at all. Glad you enjoyed it. That's all thanks to Belong Mobile. You can get more of the good stuff with Belong Mobile. 13 24 10.
What happened on your L's, happened on your L's, happened on your L's.
Did you crash your car or did another driver yell?
Give us a call, what happened to you on your L's?
What happened on your L's?
Brett in Melbourne, what happened on those L's?
Yes, 18th birthday, headed off to get my P plate and proceeded to do my test, saying to the instructor, I feel like there's a tree stuck under the car, but in fact it was just me leaving the handbrake on. So spent 5 minutes driving manual with my handbrake on.
Yeah, it just feels like there's a tree underneath. There's a bit of a worry if you're still driving. You're like, I feel like there's something underneath the car.
Honestly, my head, I went to the worst outcome. I thought you were
Yeah.
going to say, like, oh, it turns out there was just
Yeah.
something under there.
Britt, thank you very much. Louise in the Gold Coast, tell us what happened on your L's.
So I was reversing out the driveway. I was in my mum's car at the time and I pushed the accelerator way too hard and I literally flew out the driveway, across the road, and I T-boned my dad's car.
Oh.
And that's like both of the family cars. There's nothing worse than both of the family cars being in an accident at the same time.
Did Dad have a nice car?
Oh, it was nice enough that I was in lots of trouble.
Yeah, I bet.
I can imagine. Yeah. Ange in Brizzy, what happened on your L's?
I got T-boned on my driving test by an old man on his way to play bridge.
And did you think it was part of the test?
No, but the driving instructor got hit. It got hit right behind his door, so I think he got shook up a little bit. But I failed.
You failed, but they crashed into you.
They crashed into me. It was their fault. They spun me around 180, but because I was in an accident and I didn't avoid it, I failed.
What do they want you to do? Like a 20-point turn pivot maneuver?
Yeah, like something from Tokyo Drift, or like you're trying to a heist movie when you're trying to get away from the cop.
Angela, thank you very much.
What happened on your L's, happened on your L's, happened on your L's.
Beth in Melbourne, what happened?
Hello. My mum had a brand new Datsun. First lesson she took me. She said, turn around out in Berwick. So I turned around, went to turn around, and there was really long grass, and I thought, oh, that'll be okay. The next minute, we went down a 10-foot embankment. The car was vertical. Mum was nearly turning 60, and she thought she was going to die. We were trapped. The car was vertical. A farmer saved our lives. He come and got us out, and then he said, bring an ambulance. Mum said, don't bother, we're okay. But he towed the car out.
Oh, good on him.
Just farmers being farmers.
Growing up, my mum also had a Datsun.
Yeah.
It's like a very mum car.
Yeah, the old Datsun. Donna, this is your son. What happened on his L's?
Hi. It was probably the second time I'd taken him out, I think, and we had a very steep driveway, and he's reversing back, and he collected the post. He on his motorbike.
Oh, sorry, I thought you said post, but you said postie.
The postie,
Yeah.
yes, on his motorbike.
Righto.
He was a very good sport, but the motorbike was under the back of the car and everything. It was a good hit, but he was a very good sport. But,
Good sport. Yeah, just walk it off, mate. Sorry for hitting you with the car.
Oh, my gosh.
It's Friday night on Nova across Australia. You are here with Ben, Laim and Belle. And on yesterday's show, you would have heard us talking about what's the weapon you keep under your bed. We got so many incredible calls, and we're still getting them tonight.
Yeah, let's hear from a few more people with weapons. Michelle in Sydney, what are you packing?
Shopping trolley pole.
Oh, yeah, hood. Very hood.
Very
What do you
hood.
mean?
You
What?
know when you push a shopping trolley?
Yeah.
And it's got the pole you hold onto with your
Like
two
the
hands.
handle?
Yeah.
Did you rip that off a trolley, Michelle?
No, I don't know. To be honest, we've had it for years and years. I don't know how we got it, but
What's the brand?
there's no brand because it's one of those really old metal ones.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Even worse.
Extra hood. Thanks, Michelle.
Aaron in Brizzy, what's the weapon under your bed?
I have got a replica sword from Lord of the Rings, the Elven sword.
Whoa. I mean, I'm sure you'd take great pleasure in being able to use that. Elise in Sydney, you're only 14 years old. You've got a weapon under the bed.
So when I was 9, I made my mum a shank, and it was a little plastic knife with a rose at the top,
Mm-hmm.
and I gave it to her, and I said, if you ever need it, there's a knife at the bottom.
That sounds horrifying. Yeah.
You been to prison before, Elise?
No, not yet.
Well, it's good you got the shank skills down pat, I
Yeah,
guess.
just in case juvie ever pops up for you, you sort of already know your way around.
Get more of the good stuff with Belong Mobile. Like a big day off to do whatever you want. Visit the Nova Win page to enter.
Holiday, public holiday.
Ben, Liam and Belle's Big Day Off.
Tell you what, this time next week, we're all going to be kicking our feet up. It's going to be a long weekend, public holiday, we're calling it. There's not enough in Australia, and our mates at Belong agree. So you can register via the Nova player, and then we'll get your number. We've got Leah's number here in Melbourne. How you doing, Leah?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm good, but look, this is about you. You're a secretary in an emergency department, and I'm going to level with you. You're sounding pretty tired. I think you need a break.
I do.
Yeah, more time for the good stuff, hey? Well, what we're about to do is we're going to call your boss, Nathan. Now, is he a nice guy?
He is a nice guy.
All right, well,
yeah.
that's good. Hopefully we won't have to work too hard. Because if he agrees to give you the day off of work next Friday, boy, do we have some cool stuff for you.
Yeah, Leah, if your boss says yes, you're walking away with $1,000 cash, a new Xbox, a $100 Uber Eats voucher, an $80 Belong SIM. You got Spotify for a year, Netflix for 6 months, and 6 months of binge.
Oh my God, that is amazing.
It's all yours, unless Nathan's a bit of a D-bag and doesn't give you the day off.
All right, the number is punched in. Let's give it a shot.
Hello, Nathan here.
Nathan, it's your friendly neighbourhood Ben, Laim and Belle here from Nova. Hey, we're just calling on behalf of one of your employees, Leah. She's been working really hard at the moment, I think we can all agree. And we think she deserves a public holiday next Friday thanks to Belong for a big day off. Is that something we could arrange?
Yes, that would be fine by me. She thoroughly deserves a public holiday.
Well, I got to say, that was pretty easy.
She works very, very hard.
Well, Nathan, good on you for acknowledging that. And Leah, congratulations!
Thank you so much.
Are you going to give Nathan the Xbox?
We'll see.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like it.
If you want amazing prizes just like Leah has won and you want the day off next Friday, make sure you register novafm.com.au and you can get more of the good stuff with Belong Mobile. This is all thanks to them. Absolute legends. Leah, you have a great night.
Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Nathan.
You're welcome. Thanks, Leah.
See ya. And make sure you thank Belong, Leah.
Oh, thank you, Belong.
Awesome. See ya.
For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au.